you everyone for your warm and enthusiastic reception. The name of mine is every single day in the 3-year-long expedition of Captain Meriwether Lewis and Captain William Clark. I'm sure that you will find it fascinating as well as lengthy, thorough. On the first day of their famous adventures, the two young explorers woke up. Then they washed up their breakfast, then they ate their breakfast. Then they went for a canoe ride. Then they cooked their lunch, then they ate their lunch. Their lunch was good. It was venison, berries, potatoes. Quiet! I'm trying to give a report here. How rude! Who could this be anyway?
We're back!
What's going on here?
We're back! We're back! We're back!
Back from what? Who are you?
Who are we? Why, we're Lewis and Clark. That's Clark and Lewis. We're back from the expedition.
Yep, we made it through the Pacific Ocean and back in just 2.5 years.
We would have been here sooner. That last 100 miles was the pits.
Yeah, the traffic on the Missouri River was unbelievable.
It was?
Wait a minute. Just wait a long minute here. The expedition of Lewis and Clark.
That's Clark and Lewis.
Don't try to confuse me, mister. I happen to know that the expedition of Lewis and Clark, Lewis, or whatever, took place almost 200 years ago, in the years 1804 to 1806.
Wow, I guess that last 100 miles was harder than I thought.
You can't be the Lewis and Clark.
Do you think you could be the Clark and Lewis?
Well, I don't see how.
Well, I'm quite certain that I'm Meriwether Lewis, the person who moved from my President Thomas Jefferson to lead the expedition.
That's right, he is. I'm pretty sure I'm William Clark, the other victim who was asked to make the, captain who was asked to make the trip.
I'm Charlotte, the clumsy guide interpreter. At least I think I am. Am I?
I'm Sacagawea, the guy for the group in Charlotte's life.
You are? Oh, yes. You is. You was. You are. I do.
Oh, brother.
I'm sitting down with this lady who made the trip. They call me York.
Ruff, ruff, I'm skinning the dog. Could you tell?
I'm so confused. My research is sure to come under intense scrutiny, but you're telling me it's true.
Research?
Yes. You see, I was supposed to give a report to the class about the adventures of Lewis and Clark.
That's Clark and Lewis.
Yeah, I know. Clark and Lewis. I don't care for Garfunkel and Simon. My report says that you've been home since 1806. Now why should I believe anything I say?
Don't get all upset, little girl. We'll explain the whole thing to you.
Yep, we'll give you a first-hand account of our trip.
It was wonderful.
It was eventful.
It was eye-opening.
It was rough.
Let's tell her all about it. Hit it, fellas.
Deal.
Look over there.
You better do it. She is the guide, you know.
Gentlemen, all eyes, all hopes are now fixed on you. On the event of this mission depends the future destinies of this republic.
No kidding, Mr. President?
Gee.
Heavy stuff, isn't it?
Really rough.
Well, let's get back to the trip itself. So you had St. Louis and a couple of canoes and a couple of keelboats. Was the trip everything you hoped it would be?
Are you kidding? It was the adventure of a lifetime.
It was spectacular.
It was so enlightening.
What trip?
It was freeing.
It was magnificent. It was glorious.
It was stupendous.
Wait, stop, hold it. I can't believe I'm hearing my own ears. And I know that's a pretty good ears. Go, Big Bug.
with wild animals, miserable weather, and trying to keep the native populations from doing us all in.
What about those native populations? What was their reaction to your visiting their land?
Why don't you ask Secretary Julia? She probably has the best answers to those questions.
Oui, she is the guide, you know.
And your wife.
She is? Oh, I mean, yes, she is. Wow.
Yeah, you can ask Secretary Julia. She was a guide, as her skills as guide and interpreter.
Sacagawea, how did your people respond to their visitors from the east? What was that, Charbonneau?
Temavone. It's a Shoshone word that means stranger.
I guess we was all strangers in one form or another in this strange new land.
I know, I'm strange.
Temavone. What a beautiful word.
It's funny how even in the crowd, a person could feel alone.
It's all in.
Like the time we nearly froze to death, the winter we spent with the man did.
The time we saw 230 grizzly bears in just one day.
Really?
Yes, that was all right. But I think the worst days were those we spent with the next year out in the Columbia River. We ate nothing but salmon and dog meat for weeks on end. Ah, yes, the Columbia. That's how I knew for sure that we'd make it to the Pacific.
After making it across the Great Falls of the Missouri, I thought I'd never want to see a rushing river again.
We have made it across the entire chain of the Rocky Mountains. Needless to say, we are pretty backward.
Then Captain Clark discovered a large river we called Clearwater that led us right into the mighty Columbia.
We met up with the Nez Indians who saved our lives with their kindness and generosity.
They fed us and helped us build new dugout canoes that got us back on our beautiful river, making a tumbling dash to the sea.
Hey, where did everybody go? Clark, Lewis, Sacagawea, York, Charbonneau, here's Scannon. Oh, no, you mean it was all nothing but a dream? But it seems so real. I guess it was too good to be true. Lewis, Clark, Sacagawea, is it really you? Oh, hi, Julie, it's only you.
Cassie, you'll absolutely never believe what just happened to me. I was working on my report about King Arthur and his Knights of the Royal Round Table, and you'll never guess who came knocking at my door.
King Arthur and his knights.
No, that would be impossible. They've been dead for hundreds of years.
Well, who then?
Two guys named Clark and Lewis, and a whole group just home from a cross-country expedition.